We are live with the Dream Team. So, welcome everybody and let us know how you're going. And hello, our beautiful Nick. How are you?
Hi, Marie, and hello, everybody. Welcome back, and good to see you after a very quick 2 weeks.
Yes, I know. Yeah, we were away last week and so we're back this week and next week, and then I'm away the week after, but we'll let you all know as we go along. So,
Yeah.
so how is everybody feeling? What is happening in our worlds? I don't know about you guys, but yeah, it's definitely been some shifting going on. And this is why I put up the heading today. So it's what revelations have you received from dreams? And have you had questions answered while you sleep? Or created more questions, which is often what can happen for us to then consciously work with what is it that our divine wisdom or our deep subconscious is actually trying to get us to see and own, and then to just release, love and release. So love to know how everyone's been going. I know Carly and I, hi Carly, she's on. um I know that we had a situation. I always check for what I call a priority when I'm doing kinesiology, and it's like I can feel the energy and I know when there's going to be a priority even before we test with the kinesiology. And this time it was really about, it was definitely something that had come through the lineage that on a deep subconscious level was still being worked with both of us. So, and it was around financial. So it was really interesting. And Carly was saying, oh, I knew it was going to be financial. I couldn't find the word, and then it came up. So yeah, I'd love to know what anyone else has been feeling. Yeah. So
It's a
what's been,
real mixed bag at the moment, isn't it?
yeah,
That's what I'm feeling because the because we're all connected.
yeah,
Um, there's so many little parts that we play in all of this process that it's just like it's just like firing off everywhere for everyone. And I'd be really surprised if people haven't been dreaming these past weeks, because I just feel. I mean, I had an absolute doozy of a dream that just was so. Like at first, I just went, I have to sit and think about this one, but it came to me what it really was all about. Um, but it felt like a really strong dream. Like it was meant to be really strong, a
yeah.
really clear message using every archetype you could possibly have.
Well,
So if we get time, I might share that one because it brings up some ones that some images that I think we've all experienced to some degree over our
yeah.
time.
It's interesting, isn't it? So hi Sherry. Sherry's on as well.
I know.
Yeah, it's funny because I think last night I was having this weird dream, and again it was another energy dream, and it was working with energy, setting up, safe zones, and I was yeah, it was felt very real. So I can't remember a lot more of it, but I felt the energy part of it.
Yeah.
So, which is fascinating. And I really feel that there's been a huge frequency coming through from the great central sun, and then Earth's responding. I feel Gaia, her frequency is actually responding. And so we're sort of sandwiched in the middle of this and having
Yeah.
to process, is what I've been feeling. So I'd love to know how everyone else has been feeling, and have you been sleeping well? Yeah, what sort of dreams have you been having? I know I've been sleeping really, really well, and which is so nice. So yeah, so we'll just see how
Yeah.
everyone else is going. But
Exactly. Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. I think the dreams too. I mean, I've got a rainbow going through my head. I don't know where
you
it's from.
have, it's
I
beautiful.
don't know where
That's
it's.
crazy. It's like
So,
indigo purple, almost
yeah.
connected eye chakra.
Yes, it is. I know. It's so funny, isn't it? How it all. So it must be about this show. It's always weird things happen.
Always weird stuff happens on here.
Yeah, I know.
Love. It's,
Exactly. And this room is a dream room, definitely. And I think they say that when you do dream, a suggestion is if you need to remember dreams or you want to focus on a dream, go to a place where you make it like a sacred space
yeah,
so that the consciousness knows to step in, your higher self knows to step into that mode. And that's what this room is like for me. It just creates that. So whenever most people that stay and they sleep in this room have dreams, have vivid dreams. I've had, and like really groundbreaking ones for them, ones that have just been incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, it's interesting because I think I've said before, when I used to stay at my friend's place when she was up the mountain, living up at the mountain, and the bedroom I used to sleep in, it was definitely on a portal or a vortex, because the stuff that would come through, it wasn't just dreams, it was physical templating, and I could see it all. Even I'd wake up and I would still be seeing it all happening. So maybe that room of yours, I can't wait to come down and see your place. I wonder if that room is actually sitting on a vortex or a portal of some sort. And I'll be able to, I mean, I could do it from here, but I'm going to wait till I get there because I'd love to feel it and tune
or
into
it could be just I don't know what's going on with this light.
I love it. It's crazy good.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Just enjoy. And look, it does look like a rainbow. Look at that. Look at the aqua, the indigo aqua.
Yeah, it's changing colour. That's so bizarre. Yeah.
I love it. Oh, this is magic. This is where the magic happens, kids.
I know. I'm feeling like I've got the veil going and everything.
So weird. Okay, but we're just gonna wait and see what evolves from this.
Yeah, exactly.
That's never happened before, and it wasn't happening before we went on. So watch this space, guys.
Exactly. And nothing's like, I can't see anything bouncing off either.
No
like it obviously is coming in from light, but I'm in the shade part of this room. So
wow.
So is everything else anyway.
We'll tune into it, and it's changing. It's going into like a deep blue now. Yeah. This is really interesting. And the white, can you see the white coming through now? This is crazy good.
I know.
I'm loving that room. Okay. So it is beautiful, isn't it, Kylie? And we've got Christine on as well. What's Christine been up to?
Hello, Christine. Good morning to you too. Been tired, hungry, and sleeping well. Also increased intuition. And Nick, that rainbow is next level with blues crossing your screen. Yeah.
Just beautiful, isn't it? We're just going to leave that there, that rainbow, and let it bring through whatever it needs to bring through for us.
Yeah, actually,
right. Yeah, I'm glad you've been sleeping well as well, Christine, because I have too. And oh my God, it's just like, deep, gone, beautiful. So, yeah. Okay, so this is interesting.
I'm feeling truth bumps with Nick's colour veil. Yeah, that's a nice way of looking at it.
Deep in it, isn't there? So maybe we just for a minute we need to close our eyes and just tune into it and actually see what is coming through here for us. If it, so let's just close our eyes for a moment and see what people get, or you can look at it and ask for it to come through. Interesting. Cool. I'm getting hot looking at it and tuning in. Okay. What did you get, Nick?
Actually feeling like it's a release. There's a release happening, like an opening.
Yeah, because I'm getting quite hot, and that usually happens when there's something coming through. And what I got shown was literally like that, but then another frequency crossing it. So it's almost like this. Okay, so what I actually got was this. It's showing us in physicality the frequency through that great central sun that's been coming in. And see how it's clearing now. This is just fascinating. And and Jasper's going, yes. It's showing us, so we know very physically, very consciously that this is the energy and frequency that's been coming in through that sun frequency that I was just talking about before. And it's actually dissipating now. Oh my gosh, that's just dissipated.
It's like we recognised it.
We saw it, and I knew we had to tune into it.
I'm getting goosebumps. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's gone. Just
gone. It's just gone. Thank you for showing us that. And so it's true. So what we've been experiencing is this beautiful frequency, and look at the colour of it. It was almost not 3D physical colour, really. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Nick's room.
Yeah, I know.
That's cool. So look, so there's a sign, to me. People might go, oh, it must be just some light doing something. Never before has this happened. Same room, same place. It wasn't on before we started. It's just come and it's just gone as soon as we've recognized it, owned it, thanked it, and recognize that these are the signs we can get. Like Nick and I have no idea what's going to happen when we come on these shows, as all you beautiful dream team probably don't either. And that's the magic of it all. So, okay. So this is good.
Christine says, I'm getting warmth down my neck and the word trust. Yes, the veil is clearing. That was a real good real-time example, wasn't it?
I know.
It's fascinating that the band across the forehead is lighter. Yeah, like absorption. Yeah, it was really white there, wasn't it?
It turned to white because it went from deep purpley colour, indigo, into then I think that aqua came through, then the white, and then it just went blue. That beautiful blue. So that's truth, which is usually we'd associate that with throat chakra as well. And it was that was just magical moment. I love it.
Because I always look for people's orbs in the background when they're talking as well. And, and like I've been saying lately, show me a reflection of a sign, like in a dream that I've had, show it to me in real life so I know that this is the right message that I'm getting. And this morning I was chatting about dreams and whatever, and we were talking about, like, it's all about pieces of the puzzle because we are all part of this great harmonic puzzle. And I even pulled a card that explains that this morning as well. And as we were talking, I had looked down on the ground and there was a piece of the puzzle that had been missing for a long time on one of my pieces. And I have vacuumed, I've cleared. Obviously, I looked really hard and solidly for it when I first lost it or knew that it was missing from the puzzle. And yet there it was, as we were just talking about the puzzle pieces being missing. I found it. So, it's interesting because all the puzzles live in this room too.
I know. And isn't it interesting because you said the word puzzle piece actually came up as you were talking about.
It was verbalized about 5 minutes prior.
And then you found the puzzle piece. I mean, to me, and look, these are the beautiful signs, and they can be so simple. But to me, it's just telling us we're in sync, we're connected, we're open, we're receiving. And that's what life's about. It's those magical moments that make it fun at the end of the day. So which is so that was a bit of a nice way to start, wasn't it?
exactly bit different.
So so I've got a friend of mine just had sent through a dream that she had, and she's been having to make a big decision about whether to continue with the business that her and another friend of hers had set up. They've been working it for years, really talented. And so she was sort of running one part of the business, and I think the friend wants to change the whole big vision. So she's sort of made a decision that she's probably going to leave the business. And and I think this person sort of can be a little bit abrupt and not as amicable as what you'd like to probably be working with. So she sent through this amazing dream, and I really feel it's definitely giving her some revelations as to what's going on, and also what's going on in the deep subconscious, so that can be looked at to be released, so that this, we create our reality. So it's about helping to change this perception around whatever the blocks are. So do you want to, it's quite a long one. So, so this is from Erin. So do you want to start dreaming?
Well, thank you, Erin, for being so thorough. I was in a room lit entirely in red. It felt fun, celebratory, and almost like a surprise birthday celebration for me. Lots of people I knew were there, including my current partner, who had given me 2 beautiful jewelry gifts. I saw Abby, my current business partner, dressed completely in black, and assumed she had helped organise the celebration. I went to hug Abby and thanked her, but she remained completely still and stone cold, not hugging me back. I had my current partner's 2 gifts with me when someone came up behind me and stole both pieces. I managed to get on one piece back and discovered it was a beautiful diamond-covered anklet spelling evolution. This is one of my companies, which I am currently in the process of pulling out of. The anklet had an $11,000 price tag, and I felt amazed and grateful that my current partner had given me something so valuable. I chased after the person who had stolen the second piece because I had a strong feeling it was even more important than the one I recovered. He had a gun, fired it, and then dropped it. I decided I was going to use it to fight back and recover my jewelry. But when I picked up the gun, it was empty of bullets. I had no ammunition to fight back with. And that was where the dream ended. Oh, wow.
So yes, so Erin is actually waiting to see what happens with whether, you know, she gets honored with the shares that she owns in the company and things like this. So it's a bit of a, oh, I don't know what's going to happen for her. So much in that, right? So much in that.
Yeah.
What was your general feeling as you were reading through it, Nick? Because you always seem to have a really good little insight.
Yeah, I felt like the first thing I thought was that this dream that she created for herself to help her through this process that she's going through is absolutely spot on. Like it's guiding her so that each time she has a thought pattern to maybe go into this dream and just pick out the part that is relevant to it and use that as guidance, because that's what this is. This is pure guidance. Definitely. So that was just an overall feeling I had about it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. And it was interesting that the room was in red. So if we look at the red and see what significance that has, to me, it's always base chakra, which is our safety, our security, our home. I mean, for you, that business is like your baby. So it's it's a part of your whole who am I type thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we can quickly look up colours to see if it's energy as well, but let's look up and see what
And
red.
it's in your blood, you know,
It's
it's in your blood. Yeah.
Yes. It's the bones, it's the blood, it's everything.
Yeah.
So it's the bones of something. So the fact that there was a celebration around that and it was a surprise. I'm not sure with that one. I don't know. It's probably celebrating what you've actually achieved, because you are so clever at what you do and you're so talented. And I know it was such a hard decision for you to actually decide to go into the business years ago. And now it's like, oh, it's time maybe for this to sort of change. So it was like really celebrating what you've done, and you know, you've really made a success of this.
Yeah.
So, and the fact it was a surprise party as well. So, and what else? And someone dressed in black. To me, that's the unknown. Okay, that's the deep subconscious aspect as well. And yeah, it can also
or where
be
something new is birthing from.
Yeah,
It's
so
that
something to be
stillness,
released
yes.
and something to be birthed from, and it feels like, you know, maybe you're giving too much power to this person as well if they're like holding that part of the black, the unknown. I don't know.
And the interesting thing is that the jewelry, she got one back and the other one not so. It's sort of like, don't, you know, like it's like, don't see everything as black and white necessarily.
Yeah.
In this case.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I feel too, you might win something, but then you might
have
not
to let go of something.
Happen. You have to let go of something. And the fact that it was $11,000, it's an 11. What's to me an 11 is a doorway. All right, it's actually 11 is the doorway, and it's a master number. So let's have a look up numbers and have a quick check to see if there's anything else around an 11. And if anyone has any ideas, pop them up and I'll jump down to them in a minute. Here we go. So 1 is new beginnings, 1 is with God, unity of life. An 11, you add it together, it becomes a 2. So it's a balance of masculine and feminine energies, or balance in some area of living is needed. An 11, power to creatively express dynamic balance of self. Higher expression of 2, it's a master number. So that's an important little thing. So this is for you also to gain more balance within yourself. Again, it's another beautiful experience leading towards a lesson. It's a big one.
And I just looked up diamond as well in the book, and it says the many facets of the pure soul or self. Each learning experience, especially every 7-year cycle, enables you to buff or polish another facet.
I love it. I love it. And it's true, you know, we don't know. It's time for us to actually do another perception change or to do another deep subconscious dive until that side of that diamond comes up. So that's pretty special. Yeah. And so it was interesting. So it was another piece of jewelry that was your second one, which is really interesting. So, okay. So now what is a gun? When we're talking about that, what does that involve? That to me, it can be something that if we're shot with it, we can be losing energy. So that person shooting the gun, there's a potential that you could lose energy to this. And the fact there was no ammo, it's like you feel like you can't, you almost can't contend with the person that was shooting the gun. You know what I mean? It's like an aspect of you feels a little bit like you don't have any way of doing that.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And when I was reading that too, and I got to that point, and I thought, oh, what's she going to do with it? And then I love how in dreams, as they do, they bring in, they go, oh no, we're going to just bring something in now to stop your train of thought, to show you that, and that by not having any ammo was exactly it. It was like,
absolutely.
You don't have any power in this, so
yeah,
it's there, but you don't need to use it.
But also too, I'm looking up gun, and it is around sexual energy. So if
they say that, don't they?
Yeah, if being chased by someone with a gun, you are fearful of your own sexuality. So, and the red chakra as well is base chakra, which is also part of sexuality. So maybe that's something that you sort of need to, I would sit with this dream as well, Erin, and just ask, to be shown that second piece of jewelry or whatever it was that was stolen, but go in and tap into your base chakra and just see what you're feeling. See where in your body do you have an emotion that's maybe stuck somewhere. So, that, because that can be a big part of what we associate with we own, this aspect of work, and we're working with someone that maybe is not conducive to having a happy work relationship. So I would actually have a look, because everything to me in life is got a sexual energy. It's explosive, so when it's suppressed, sometimes that can actually then suppress our own empowerment.
Yeah, good point.
I
actually pulled 3 cards today, and I'm going to share them because I think that's so relevant to this dream.
Okay, beautiful.
It's obviously there's lessons in all of it for us, but there's something weird about it that it's just like runs in line with this dream. So I first pulled the Be Spirit card, which says sweet results await.
Oh, that's positive.
Yeah, and it says basically to connect to the great hive, to vibrate like in the harmony as part of this like unity consciousness. But your part's going to be rewarded. All of our parts. We talked about earlier about the puzzle, again, the piece of the puzzle, that each part is going to be rewarded. And it's about knowing that there's plenty of honey. You don't have to try and rush to the hive to take all the honey.
Yeah.
There's plenty of honey to go around. And then I pulled this card, which is ground from the root, and we were talking about that red colour and the base of it. Yeah. And it's basically to escape the overthinking. How our thoughts always lead us into being stuck in the past. It's time to let go of that, and also stop trying to actually predict the future, the uncertain part of the future.
Got to ride the wave, which is what I said. And it's number 5.
Yeah, exactly. Isn't that interesting? Because it's not a foundational number. It's a change number that's come in here. Yeah. So it's about, and then weirdly enough, on a side note, I don't often go into this deck on the show, but I did today. And I pulled this from my Celtic Spirit deck, and it's number 5 again, and it's the Gwyneth card. And now, if you look in the centre here, see that centre part, which is called the Triskelion or the Trinity. I can't remember the name of it, actually. I should know it. But that represents the 3 phases. So you can have past, present, and future, or you can have the mother, which is the centre, the maiden, which comes before, and the crone, which comes after. So they're the 3 stages of our life and experience. And this one is about the mother. So it's about being present in this moment. So connecting back to this grounding from the root, they both talk about, once again, staying in that present.
Can you read the words underneath the Gwyneth card, please?
Yes. The mother, nurture, present.
I love it. So, and it's interesting, they're so relevant to this. And I feel too also what we've all been maybe experiencing is it's just going through it. And I pulled cards as well for you, Erin, with this, and you got the victory card, the Six of Wands. So for you personally, this is a victory. And then we got the Lovers card. So again, this is that balance between that masculine, feminine, that red chakra. Look at the red mountain in the background, and sexuality. And the Hermit. This is you going inside and finding your wisdom, and you will be guided. Okay, so that Hermit is definitely dropping in. And as Nick said, try and stay out of this head and really drop in and just know what you want to create. And you may get I feel it might be a journey, and it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it's just a matter of just trusting as well, which I feel, which is what that beautiful light was that came through in that first instance of the show. So yeah, I think that's great revelations to me, and it's showing you where maybe your subconscious block is around feeling empowered in this situation.
Yeah, because whenever we have a change about to happen in our lives, our mind wants to take us back to past experiences to help protect us and to replay that over again, but it may not be relevant to this particular moment, because sometimes we're closing doors that we don't even know are opening for us. So yeah, it actually is about deep wisdom when we're present. Yeah, it brings in a lot of good information for us. Yeah, fascinating dream. Really love that one. Yeah, I'd be interested to see the check back in time to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure Erin will keep me updated, which is awesome. It's another big, it's just another crossroad, really, isn't it? And it's really honoring, for me, when we have to make decisions like this, it's really honoring what's right for us. And sometimes we might go, oh, did I really do the right thing? Yet in that moment it was right. And I feel that's really important to also impress within ourselves when we make the choice. This is the absolute best choice I can make in this moment, so I'm going to honor this, even if I feel uncomfortable down the track, even if I go, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this sort of thing, shouldn't have. So really, to me, that's because then once we do that, then we create whatever it is that we're meant to be creating to experience on that particular little timeline. So
very true. Particularly at the moment, everything is happening exactly as planned for us in order for us to re-evolve. You know?
Yeah. And hi, Gillian. And Gillian, I know you just got on. Go back and watch the first 5-6 minutes of the show, because some weird stuff came through on Nick's screen. Really cool. I think you'd love that. And anyone that watches this afterwards, you can still tune into that frequency. The frequency is not going to go away. Okay, so I'm not going to say too much more, Gillian. That'll be for you to find out. Nice surprise. So, but yeah, and if you've got a question about spirit guides, throw it in there, and we'll get everyone to put in like their. We call it 2 bob. That's their 10 cents.
2 bobs worth, the 10 cent worth. Yeah.
So, oh, you saw the rainbows. Okay, great. Oh, good. So you weren't that late. So, all right. Now, Sherry's got a dream for us as well. Let's have a look and see what you've been dreaming about.
Hi, Sherry. I was in a remote village amongst women, all dressed in swathes of colourful fabrics. We were doing a ritual to prevent bugs from disturbing the area. Someone gathered these tiny green leaves, and we each received one. Its name had 5 letters, but was symbols, Hebrew, perhaps. We folded this leaf a specific way, and it became a magical glow like a hazy fire. We placed it in front of us, and someone placed them behind us to encapsulate the group. Each woman took 3 squeezes of this leaf and dripped along the hairline. It then became hazy like a misty fog and lighter. We sat in the energy to end. Oh, that was when I woke. Made no sense to me in interpretation.
It's a good one.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. It's very energetic. It feels like there's a lot of energy in that, and a lot of almost templating coming through that dream. Yeah. Because nature holds the secret to all of the Fibonacci, series and the numbers and so what did you get straight away, Nick?
Yeah, I felt that that you're bringing in wisdom and skills from previous lives and existences, and you're meant to have this dream so that you can bring that energy into this reality now. Like it's actually, I feel sometimes that when we have rituals in dreams, we're actually bringing that energy and that effect into this realm, 100%. So when I saw the sways of colourful fabric, I immediately thought of the rainbow and that rainbow templating, the prism where it splits, and that's the beauty of it is, this is quite powerful. It's bringing harmony into an area, and like you said, when you prevent bugs from disturbing an area, you're trying to bring harmony back into that. So that's what rainbows do to me as well when I see them.
It's like a peace symbol, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting, it's green, because to me the green's very healing, it's very heart as
Isn't
well.
it?
But I love the fact that you put it on the hairline, which is again all part of this third eye, fourth eye, going into pineal pituitary, and then more connection into the beautiful oversoul and our divine
and the
wisdom.
three. Once again, the three, like the Trinity.
Yeah, like you were saying, with the
that's right.
The young one, the middle one, and then the matriarch, the crone energy.
Yeah. And the past and the present and the future all merging into one. It's sometimes it's hard to put it into words, and I understand why you probably felt you didn't know how to interpret it, because I think there will be dreams that we have which haven't got words to interpret because we don't have those words in our vocabulary. It's more you just have to feel into what it feels for you. But it is magical, and you've said that, a magical glow. It's a magical dream.
Yeah. And the fact that there was 5 letters, again, we're looking at change and symbols. And I've just got the word straight away when Nick was reading that the symbols are like a templating for you, an ancient sort of templating and activation. And it's interesting because let's have a look. I'll go back to that in a second, but the cards that came up for you again, we've got our 6 of Wands again, and I shuffled and then it wanted to flip out from the top. So this is definitely a victory. And look at the leaves at the top of that with the wreath. I thought that was really pertinent for this. So, and then we've got our Page of Pentacles. So this is something that you're going to feel is new in your life in this reality, but just step by step, you're going to learn how it fits in. And then you're going to know, because the King of Wands is the master of taking action. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. And what really caught my eye in this card are the symbols. So there's definitely some wisdom that's come through, and it's almost like you're just going to naturally, innately know what to do, because the 7 of Wands then came up. To me, this is around finding out who we are, our individuality, taking action to then express and hold that energy of us, of our own innate, unique person. So I think this is quite a big dream. So yeah,
I know. It's almost like years ago we would have seen those dreams, only experiencing them in the dream time, and we maybe not recalled them at all because they were too much for us to understand, because we've been doing all of this stuff, in another way, outside of our physical body. But now we're allowed to actually have the knowledge to come in, so we can go, oh, okay, well, this is real. This is actually happening.
Absolutely, it's real. Yeah, I love it. It's such a beautiful ritual. I feel that's something that we've really, in this system and indoctrination, we've really let go of a lot of beautiful rituals, just saging or lighting candles or honouring a situation or nature, whatever it is, just the ritual when we plant new plants, do we have a ritual with it? Because to me, that sort of just makes it just so connected, so much more connected. So,
yeah, exactly. And it's the speed at which change has occurred and constantly wanting the next best thing has kept us in that looping to get us away from being still for a moment and just, appreciate, like having water, which is why I put words like love and gratitude on my water, because it's a ritual. Drinking the water is so important. It's a ritual, and I should appreciate it when I drink it and bring and imbue. So it doesn't have to be anything like a grand. You don't have to try and make it into a big thing. It's just all the small things that we do, just taking time to appreciate them and recognizing them. And that's really actually one of the cards that I did pull is about that bounteousness. It was about basically generously receiving and it's about relationships and coming together. And in order to have that bounty, you need to recognize it first of all.
Yeah.
And ritual does that. So I feel that dream felt like that. It was all about bringing the bounty up through, like you said, that templating.
Yeah, definitely. So I love it. And in another lifetime or on another realm, you would have experienced all of that. I know when I've been doing some gritting or work with my other transference healing buddies, I've had some of them say, "Oh my God, we were all in a circle, and we've done this before in another whole timeline, another lifetime." And you just recognize it, you feel it. It just feels sacred. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
There was something about that leaf too. I really felt that's a real thing.
yeah,
that actually is not something just like a representation. No, I believe that's actually feels like that's real.
yes,
That really has something to do with it.
from nature, almost like the gift. The gift. Yeah. So beautiful dream. Thank you for sharing. I love it.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is going to activate all of us at some level. We don't even know it. While we're sitting there having a chat, we might not know it, but it will definitely be activating us. And I feel that's why it's so important doing this show. To me, this is not about how many people come on. This, to me, is about how we all interconnected. And so we're activating each other and supporting, helping, and just inspiring each other and just reminding us to do the gratitude and which is like, I love how you said that, Nick. It is part of a ritual. Even in the shower, I'll always do the love and gratitude to all water, because then I know I'm doing it to myself as well. So, and then that water will go somewhere else, but it will have that love and gratitude energy in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time I have a bath, I always think about the water. In fact, my last bath, I was thinking about the water that came into it actually came from those pure reservoirs down beyond the Antarctic.
Love it. I love that idea. That's really
that
cool.
I was now bathing in that water, that I was able to access it now.
Yeah. I love it. And even when I do my underwater exercise class, I always just love and gratitude to the whole pool, and you just feel the difference. I just feel that real connection in with the undine energy. So it's beautiful. So that's just a reminder for us all maybe to do that. Even if I'm driving and I see some trees, I go, "Oh, I love you so much. You're so, I'm so grateful for you." Anything that we can think of, it just helps connect us. So Jillian's had a dream.
Okay, so last night's dream, I was in a car park. My husband introduced me to his boss. His boss looked similar-ish to a boss he had in another country we used to live in. My husband stood back. Me and his boss hugged a few times. He said we already know each other.
Interesting.
When I woke, I thought that may have been my husband's spirit guide. Oh.
It's interesting you say that, because what I was getting was somehow, this person, it has been almost like a little bit of a guide for your husband, not so much even a spirit guide, but like a human guide in real life as well. It's funny because I got that. I hadn't even read down to the bottom there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So we'll look at this. Actually, I just want to pop this up before we finish, because this is from the last dream that Sherry's popped up. Thank you, Sherry.
Well, yes, it also demonstrated how important our sacred space is. No parasites allowed.
Correct. I love that. So true. So, so, and the fact that you hugged his boss a few times, I think that he's helped your husband, so it's made it a lot easier for you to be with him as well at some level. And sometimes it can just be that person's psyche or their energy field, or, yes. So I don't know. What else are you getting with that, Nick?
Well, immediately thought about that. You have different sorts of spirit guides, and some are in the physical body around us. And when you get that little nudge when somebody presents themselves to you, and you sort of think, and then later on I think that person was really important, even though I might have only had them there in my short period of time. They had a very powerful impact on me, and they were meant to play that part in the physical body. And then of course you have those that are out there elsewhere, doing it from outside of the physical body, from the light body. So I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if that person has a joint role to play.
Yeah,
yeah. The way you explained it was really good, Marie.
Yeah, no, so interesting. So yeah, and the cards that came up, Page of Pentacles. So again, it's funny, isn't it, how we're getting some repeat cards today? And again, this is something in your reality that is changing, and just step by step. And I was thinking about, your husband, the bosses, and there was definitely some sort of connection, that Two of Cups. There was definitely something. And it was even on an emotional level. It helped to shift your husband on feeling somehow. Yeah. So, and helped him to walk away from something, because then it was the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from a situation that's not serving us on an emotional level anymore. And it's interesting, my voice is going as I'm saying this. And it's actually finding something better within ourselves, within a situation, whatever it is. So, yeah, that's really interesting. So I don't know, what are your thoughts with that one as well, Gillian?
Yeah, she's written something just there. In real life, his boss really protected him in his career. Yeah.
And I felt that helped him to feel emotionally safe. So it's definitely something around emotions with it. Yeah. So the fact that you're dreaming of that, I feel that's also helped, like I keep seeing within your relationship that you had, together. It's helped him to even be a little bit more open and to let go of some stuff or a way of being. So, yeah. Okay, this is interesting.
Yes, after his boss left, my husband changed careers and then moved back to Australia. Wow.
Yeah. So interesting, isn't it? So he did leave some situation, left somewhere, didn't he? Wasn't serving him.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So so I wonder why you got the dream, though. I want to know, what was your aspect? Oh, okay, this is interesting. Here we go.
In real life, we are talking about retirement.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay, that's why. So it's coming up to know that was a pivotal point for him, and that boss was a pivotal person in his life. So what he went through then, he might go through it again if you're talking about retirement, because it's like taking up another career, but it's our own way of being rather than.
Yeah, exactly. What is it going to represent? And sometimes it's not about plugging one hole back up again. We're very quick to try to fill the gap, but could be part of a soul family. Yeah, I feel that too. It may not be the immediate family, but it could be part of the greater soul family. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And like you say, sometimes it can just be for a short period of time. I know, one of I worked with this. We became friends at work, and then this person went on to become a manager, and he wanted me to shift teams to work with him. And I was going, no, I'm really happy. Anyway, they changed the whole company, so I did end up working with him. But it was quite interesting because it was a different role we had to play. But I felt like I'd known him like from other lifetimes, and it was so easy. And I was the only one that could tell him, look, stop it. You're not doing a very good job of this. You've got to change how you're doing things. Whereas no one else had enough courage to. Whereas you're my friend. I'm going to tell you exactly what is going on. And I think that was really necessary, but it just felt like it was part of my soul family.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And it was years, like it was probably about 8 years, 10 years of working with this particular person in different roles. So,
there's a familiarity, isn't there, when you come across people like that? Definitely.
Yeah. So I feel that's probably a lot of what it was. So, yeah. But so Nick, did you want to share your dream?
Oh, yeah, I do. And I'm just trying to find it because I thought I'd written it in my book, but I didn't. I had to put it in my notes. Let's have a look. So basically, I have to shout out to Zan, because she'll appreciate this one. It had snakes in it.
Or Zan, she's been getting hit left, right and centre with stories, snake experiences all last week. So I'm going to tell her about this if she doesn't get to watch it, and she will laugh.
And interesting enough, I wrote down, rather than the date, like I write down in my book, I just wrote the 18th and started the dream. And so I thought about that in itself. And the 18th, the 1, the 8 is the 9, at the end, which always makes me feel like I'm on the precipice of something. Yeah. So they're basically with snakes in the backyard. There was a diamond python, which is a safe snake here in Australia, but they can get very big, had slithered away. But it was a monster. Like it was, 5 meters long. It was huge. So I was in the backyard. Now, Backyard's always associated with perhaps the past as well, and that had a big fence around it. And the snake, I wasn't worried about that snake, but I was just watching it from the other side and going, oh, wow, look at the size of that. That's huge. And then it just sort of slithered away. And then I noticed there was another snake on the other side, but this one I didn't recognise, but I thought, I don't know what sort of snake this is. This is very different. Once again, monster-sized snake. And it started slithering up the fence and over the fence, like to get out of there. It was brown and it had black stripes, and some of the patterns on it were like this eye shape, and the white.
Sounds like a tiger snake.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that sounds like a tiger snake to me.
Okay, and you know what? It was almost cartoonish, like in terms of its pattern. It was that bold, and I then immediately went, I've got to find out what this snake is. So I went inside to get on the telephone to make a phone call to somebody to find out some more information about what that snake was about.
Wow, that's really interesting. And then was there more?
There was a little extra piece that was tapped onto the end, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't really write it down straight away, because I remembered this dream and I wrote so clearly that I thought I can wait to write it down. But I was given a word. I was actually given 2 words. The first word was the word I can't remember. And the first word was now. Then there was this other word. And then I saw a dough ball, like dough as in ready to make something, like bread.
Oh, like a dough. Yep. Okay. A bread dough.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was just that part of it that was the end bit. It was like the finale of that dream that was attached to it for some reason.
It's so interesting because it's with the snakes. Well, to me, the snake is about transformation, transitioning, like it's the kundalini, it's the energy rising up, through the chakra system, a big shift. And the other thing is the fact that it went over the fence. Now, a fence, let's have a look and see what fence actually means. But to me, it's like it's maybe stopping something from going over to the other side. So, the gate just dropped out as well. Okay, interesting. Fence. See if it's in here. Fence, an obstacle which must be overcome before you continue with your lessons. Mm-hmm. A large solid fence means give a great deal of thought to resolving your problem. A small fence or one you can see through will take less creative effort to move around, over, or under it. So to me, the snake going over the fence means that there's a transition happening, and there may be a little bit of meditation or a little bit of something happening for you to be able to cross that sort of block, that fence.
Yeah.
Interesting. And a backyard. What's another word for backyard? Because people from the US might not understand what that is. What do you guys call it? Do you call it a backyard? What do you call your lawn area? Out the back of your house. We call it a backyard. And I know I was thinking, oh God, some people might not know what that is. So yeah. And a tiger, I really feel I'm getting the energy of tiger snake with the second one. So what is a tiger? A tiger's about righteousness and about knowing your own balance and your own power. And that was the second snake. So I feel that that's actually maybe is what's going to come through for you from this transition. So yes, oh good, okay, that's good. Yeah, sounds like a very grounded snake. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, the brown, exactly, Jelly, and I feel that brown color was definitely giving you the it's grounded. Wow, so it's an interesting dream, isn't it? And you're on the phone, so being on the telephone, connection in to totally. And okay, let's have a look and see what Sherry said.
Interesting, the snakes are leaving the past, the backyard, letting go of something. The dough has risen and ready to be baked to the future. Yeah.
Love it. Thank you. That is so perfect. I forgot about the dough. So that's perfect. So I love that. So
because I got the impression of that when I saw that image and I got the words, like I heard them very clearly, which was like that means that exactly what you just said, Sherry.
That's perfect, Sherry.
Yeah.
And the cards that came up for you was Judgment. So there's an awakening happening for you at some level, is what I feel with the Judgment card. Strategy. So there's some change going on, but you're very, very strategic about how it happens, and you're getting that balance. Again, that 2 is standing out there in the back of them with the swords. And you're going to get some emotional fulfillment from whatever it is that's shifting and changing, or that you've let go of, or that you're moving to, because that Ace of Cups is all about that. And this came up again, card of the day.
Wow.
Victory.
Yeah.
So real victory with whatever happens, which is really nice to know, isn't it? That, you know, we're on track. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely. And even though you don't know where the track's going, what station it's going to land at, it's I feel that that's happening for all of us, definitely.
Oh, absolutely. So, hi, Angel Laurie. Lovely to see you on.
Oh, hello, welcome.
This is going back to the other one.
Okay. So Gillian said, I feel that my spirit guides are in cahoots with my loved one's spirit guides. Yes.
I love that connection, real connection. Well, I guess this is a big decision for both of you. If you're retiring, it means, hey, you're going to have more space, you're going to have more time together, and how are you going to work with that? So, and I guess that's another Australian word, cahoots. It means in liaison or working with, when you're in cahoots with someone. I don't know if you guys use that word either. And it's so funny, isn't it? Like, I was actually watching this really interesting little documentary the other day, and it was talking about the First and Second World War, and how the Australians, when they were working with the Americans or English or whatever, the Americans just couldn't understand anything they were saying. Like when they were, sending messages over the radio or whatever, they just couldn't. And they actually tried to break it down as if it was code. Nothing could break it down. They had to get an Australian lieutenant to actually, they wrote out a dictionary. But the problem with Australianisms is it changes so quickly. Like it can change like this. Yeah. And so what they did in the end, they said, look, we're just going to have to try and work out what you're saying. It was a bit of an issue, but they found that the Japanese couldn't decipher it either. And so they just gave up. They spent so much money trying to work out the Australian language that they just stopped in the end, because even if they could speak English, they had no hope. So they used to use it in that aspect to be able to then get messages through that no one could decode but Australians.
That's a classic.
Hilarious.
So we do like making words up constantly.
We do shorten everything, do rhyming stuff. It's really funny. So okay, so let's have a look.
Angel Laurie said we use cahoots too. Yeah, I think I've heard it as an American term a lot, actually.
Really? It's funny, isn't it? How I'm never quite sure. Because I'll say some words that I think everyone will know that, and Elisa will go, what does that mean?
Yeah, true. So Sherry says the wreath almost looks like it was sitting on top of the fence. 6 of Wands card. Like a victory and letting the snakes leave. Yeah. I feel there's a lot about going over the fence with that. That was pivotable. I don't know how to say that word.
Something like that.
Yeah, in that dream.
I'm so glad you said that, because I kept getting the feeling of, the wands are like snakes, or in that. So I'm really glad you said that. So because I've got that feeling too.
Good pickup.
Yeah, really good pickup. Yeah.
Gillian says we used to live in Canada, and Aussie is a completely different language. LOL, the Aussie air traffic controllers had a hard time.
Absolutely. I know. And we don't even realize, and it's a cultural thing, like we grow up with it. It's just something you grow up with, and you can't, it's not even like trying to learn a medical language. You can't. There's so many words that can change a whole sentence, just the way they're said. And it was so funny, because I've also watched this other guy do, in Australia, we say, yeah, nah. Like we'll go, yeah, nah, or yeah, nah. Those two words put together can mean about 30 different things, and it's the intonation, and only Australians would understand what you're actually saying. So I love it.
If you're from New Zealand, you just add the word bro at the end of it.
Yeah, bro, that's right.
Yeah, nah, bro.
You change your eyes to you, ooh. So it's fush, not fish. It's all funny. So, all right, shall we pull a chakra card, do you think? How's everyone going? Yeah, we're nearly there. I'll just I'll pull a card. I think I'm feeling that, we need to do a little bit of a little bit of a meditation today, just to see if there's anything we need to shift. All right, shuffle these beautiful babies. And let's see which one wants to come out and talk to us all. Ah, okay. Really? Yeah, ouch. Interesting, because the one that's come up is number 12, relationships.
Gosh, yeah.
And I feel this is what it's been about, is all about the relationships today. The dreams, a lot of them have been about relationships, whether it's with partners, work people, like-minded soul beings. It really has felt like that, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So
I love
yeah,
that card. That's a beautiful looking card, isn't it?
beautiful looking card. So yeah, let's have a little look at it and see what's coming through. And then I usually start to get what needs to come through energetically. Oh, it's quite powerful. So this is the sacral chakra, which is it's usually, it can be passion, it's creativity, it's the feminine as well, Okay, this is fascinating. I love this. You have attracted this card into your awareness today, as it is a powerful time and opportunity to deepen relationships. Relationships are the way we connect to all things in our world, not just people. And we've just talked about this as well, like the water, the everything, nature. This could be a relationship with yourself, your partner, your family, friends, pets, creative projects, your home and your community. For things to grow, expand, and to be healthy, your relationships need to be fed and nurtured. Now is a good time to see which bonds require some more love and attention, and assess the ones that are not so healthy for you at this time. What awareness is required to shift the energy around any challenging relationships? What do you need to assess, or what do you need to express for this relationship to heal? Whether this card relates to your intimate relationships or relationships in general, know that there is a great opportunity for growth and connection. You learn about yourself and others, and they are an integral and important part of your life's journey. Relationships teach and mirror many traits back to us. Sometimes this reflection is hard to accept. However, when you are willing to see yourself honestly and work positively with your behavior, then there is a huge opportunity for growth. The key is to accept and love every aspect of yourself and set yourself free from judgment and limitation. So it is also a powerful time to create a long-lasting, healthy relationship with yourself and be your new best friend. So my relationships are aligned with my highest good and my soul's purpose. Wow, that's a really interesting aspect, which is what we've probably been talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, this is all about karmic patterns, flexibility, creativity, sexuality and sensuality, community, family, pleasure and passion, fulfillment of desires, appetite, addictions, all sorts of things come under this little umbrella.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I got straight away. It's so broad.
It's so broad. It's like everything, isn't it? So wow. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to start, and nothing's coming through, so I'll just see what comes through. So, gosh. Okay. So let's just sit quietly or lay down and just let yourself relax. Take a big breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, I just want you to just let yourself drop into your body. Just be. Another breath in. And this time, as you breathe out, I want you to just take your attention down into that beautiful heart space, wherever it might be within your being. See, sense, or feel that white light coming through your heart chakra. And as it expands and spins and grows, it releases any blocks, any cords, anything that's not of love, helping your heart to continue to open. This white light then continues through your whole body until every cell is beginning to vibrate with this beautiful consciousness of white light. And as it expands out into your energy field, those cords and hooks and ties that you no longer need, that no longer serve you or others or situations, are now dissolved, sent with love back to wherever they came from. And now I want you to take your attention down into that beautiful sacral area in between your belly button and the top of that pubic bone. See, sense, or feel a silver light beginning to spin and weave its way through that chakra. You might notice that there are some little roots and blockages. Allow this silver light to clear through that sacral area. And then that beautiful burnt orange color now begins to swirl through your sacral chakra. And the energy of amber, nurturing, healing, also flows through until your sacral area feels so much more relaxed, so much more open, ready to express, ready to receive. And as this is happening, I want you to bring through into your heart chakra any relationship that you would like to strengthen, that you would like to heal, that you would like more clarity around. And let the white light that is still expanding through your being help you to gain this clarity, help you to gain this deeper connection, or help you to release whatever it is that needs to be done. Just spend a moment here. And then allow that beautiful energy that's now been building and clearing and nurturing in your sacral come all the way up through the spine, through the central nervous system, through your chakras, really embodying whatever changes need to happen. And as it flows up, it releases out through your crown chakra and pours down, creating a beautiful circle. And then just allow all of this energy to begin to settle back into that sacral chakra, knowing that it's there. You can tap into this whenever you choose to connect into a relationship, to friends, to family, to yourself. Let this energy really inspire you. Bring passion back into all the small things you do every day. And then when you're ready, you can just gently begin to bring yourself back into the here and now, knowing that you are guided with any relationship in your life. Wriggle your toes, focus on your breath, coming back and opening your eyes. Okay. If you want to pop in the comments what happened for you, if you had any sort of revelation or you're feeling differently or whatever, or you just whatever you got from that, just pop it into the comments. So, and actually Sherry said it's a powerful card. I got goosebumps. Yeah, the image mirrored. It is the image mirrored, which is us, isn't it? Exactly what it was talking about.
And look at that. That's the mirror image as well.
Is too. So
and
that's
that, and the word in the middle was relationships.
Amazing. The connection. That's I love that.
And of course, that being the other card as well,
Ground
with
from
the
the
tree
roots.
and the roots.
Exactly. I love it. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's yeah. So Nick, did you have anything come through for you that you'd like to share?
Yeah, it's funny when you said about like find that part, because we said it was many aspects. I went with my body because of my relationship with my ankle currently. It's, you know, it's something I'm still dealing with. But before you got up to the head to encircle it, I had stopped it, and I already done it here through my
I
heart.
knew.
I'd done this with it. And then you went, now let it go up through the crown. And I just thought, oh my gosh, well, it's doing that big. It's doing a little mini one here beforehand to strengthen the heart. Yeah.
And it's funny, before I said that, because I don't know what's going to come through, I went, oh, it has to move up to here. It definitely has to connect with the heart. And I went, people have already done this, because this is what happens. It's almost like that knowing it comes through first, like people doing the meditation first. I'm just getting it to, after almost. So it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
It makes me want to get my amber and wear it today too.
Amber is so nurturing. It's just beautiful. So this is Gillian.
Oh, Gillian says, I saw my dragon. He's getting more fierce. He had a white light behind him and I could feel him in my heart.
Beautiful connection. I love that. Yeah. And this is it. The relationship can be with anything, you know. Yeah. It's we don't have to limit it. So it's beautiful. Wow. Well, there you go.
Oh, thanks, Marie. That was excellent.
And thank you, everyone, for being here. As always, our gorgeous dream team. So we're back next week, and then the week after we won't be here, but you'll find the YouTubes up when we're up on the week. So yeah. So keep dreaming. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I'm going to check to see if Dave can be on with us next week, because he said that later in August he might be able to be on. So I will send him the invite as well. So Dave, if you're watching, you'll get an invite link, and if you don't, remind me, please. Okay. All right, everybody. And Jasper wants to say, like, I was holding him when we did that. So yeah, and he was in on that one. All right, lots of love. Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Marie.